Hey all, Adventure Brad here, and I just got a new little RC car charger, and it brought to this video. This is the story of 3 USB cables, USB-C cables, and how they're not all like each other. This is not just an RC video, it's general USB video. So yeah, let's dive into it. First off, this charger supports XD60 or power bank. So this is a real common way for power banks and that sort of thing. Or you could use a bigger battery in the field to charge a smaller battery, or want whatever. It's not an RC video. What I'm getting at is it has this USB-C port in here. It's supposed to do up to 16.8 volts at 5 amps, which is 4S for what we're RC car purposes. Anyways, if I plug this thing in here and get the thing to focus on the screen where you guys could see it, the top it says 12.8 with why is this always such a battle? 12.1819, something like that. It's in white, happy snappy. So that means that if I plug in a battery at the bottom here, the battery in the balance lead, which is because this has got 4 cells of battery, so that's why that works out, and I get it out of lock mode, it will start heading towards 2 amp at a slow rate. We're not going to wait for that. So when I unplug that, that's all I want to charge this battery is at 2 amps, because it's only 1500. That's a fast charge from my world in the field. This next cable, it's going to be kind of hard to show you here because my power delivery device is off screen. Stays in. Let's try to. Maybe I should have planned this out ahead of time. If I plug this in, slightly off camera power bank. It comes on, it boots, and it stays at, it's not a power bank, it's a wall 36 amp, 36 watt, but see it says 519, 518, it's not jumping up like the other one did. As soon as you plug in the other one, a known good cable, in the same USB-C port here, you guys could watch it boot. Boots. Whamski, bamski. There it is. Oh, it jumped quicker, but it says 518, 519 for a second or two till it talks to the wall charger, and then it goes, oh, okay, yeah, we give you power delivery. So this one works great. So now we have 2 cables that don't work. That's kind of what I'm showing you here. Now we have this third cable, or we have 1 cable that works good. Have another cable that doesn't work no matter which way you flip it. Now this cable, this is the fun one. So if we plug this one into the same receptacle, USB-A receptacle, power delivery, wham bammer, and I plug it in, see it boots, and it stays down at the, get back in the middle of the screen here. It boots and it still stays around 5 volts or so, just a hair over. It's not going to charge. You plug in a battery to it or whatever, that red there is showing it's not happy. But if I just disconnect it, flip it over, which this doesn't make sense to me because USB-C is supposed to be bidirectional. But if I get to where the little crimpy part here is facing up and plug that in, now watch this. And plug that in. What happened there? And plug that in. It boots, gets happy. 518, 518. Oh, see now, it's making me a liar on camera again. I don't know. I'm having such difficulties with this charge cable. Because sometimes when I flip it over in this direction, it sits here at the 5 voltage or so for a moment. And then it decides to flip and go over to PD mode. but now it's not doing it for me on camera. But anyways, that was see there. Oh, I have my directions backwards. Now it's in PD mode. Now it'll charge power delivery, and I can plug my battery into it, and it'll start and charge. And that is quite annoying because, like I just proved, you just got to play flip around, and then you get, is it my power supply because I'm in my buddy's car, or I'm at an airport, or whatever. Well, I don't know if you'd be charging a LiPo at an airport, but if you're just trying to charge something fast charge, your phone, your tablet, whatever, it is kind of annoying. To like I said, that's this cable prompted it because it's USB-C by power delivery, but when I plug it into my phone, it says cable charging only. When I plug it into here, into my power delivery port, it just does this weird flickery thing. So I don't know really what's going on with it. I can't show you my phone because I'm filming this on. But anyways, these USB-C cables are quite annoying. And one of the reasons is this is a USB-A cable out of a cheap device that I got. And you can see I've cut the ends. And inside of this, there's nothing but a red and black wire. Typically USB, at least micro mini cables, A-based ones for the most part. C cable's a whole different animal. That's the whole point of C, is it does a whole bunch. But typically you only have your ground, your positive, and then the two inside ones. This is just actually this is the, I don't know if you guys could see, but this is the inside of a USB cable, so you could take it and plug it into a power bank. Whamski bamski, powered up, blind the camera. It's a little LED. I got these for camping, and so I got my power bank, make light out. It's like 0.4 of a watt, and you know how I know that? It's because I got this cool little checker. So anyways, if you just have, so I'm gonna let this run, hold my finger over it, and you guys can watch here for a second here. Actually, let's do this. If you have different cables and you're trying to actually transmit data on it or do something like that, you need to know what it's going to do. And a USB, see, now this will let this thing run for a minute. If the USB cable, like the one I just showed you, that orange one, only has ground and power on it, then you're not going to, and this pinout's all over line. Don't worry about it. You guys don't try to screenshot this. You're not going to be able to transmit data. And the reason why I'm talking about that is if you're into RC flying things or Arduino or Pies or any of that, and you're dealing with cables, a lot of random cables, I would say half to 3/4 of the cables you're going to grab, just regular micro mini cables, are going to be charge only cables. They're not going to be data cables. They're not going to be able to, let me grab my, this is my little field data cable. And the reason why this one's marked with gray tape is because this is a known good cable. I know that this cable, unlike the one, let me unplug what I was actually charging here. This is a charge, this cable will only charge. It won't pass data. So if I'm trying to do something like, you know, load firmware onto here or talk to it for whatever reason, this cable I know is a known good, and I've marked it. So that way when I go, I get a new copter, I don't know if it's a driver issue or whatever else, I can just grab my known good cable, whamski bamski. So the point of this video is one, these things are really cool. Go out there and you can buy 10 pack or something like that for $1 or $2. They're neat. Hand them to your friends. They're fun. They're handy. They're bright. They draw nothing for power. Two, check your cables. Go through your cables. See what they do. Mark known ones. You know, yellow tape. There's something wrong. This cable's to be flagged, to be warned about. If it's marked up with gray tape, like I just showed you here, that's a known good cable. Like this one here, that's a known good data cable. This is micro cable. You guys may be saw the tape that I pulled off here. This actually should store here. Needs to be resized. But the tape on my power banks, like these little pieces here, cover up my ports. So that way when I throw this in my bag or whatever else, I don't have to worry about it getting full of debris. The last little thing, and I know you guys have been watching, that's why I kind of plugged it in so you can watch it, is these little USB testers. You can get them all over eBay, Amazon, that sort of thing. This is the output voltage, and this is only a 1S pack, so it's voltage at a full charge, and that's how most of these power banks are, is only 4.2 volts. So they're boosting the power up. So it's struggling. You know, it's not the most efficient thing, but it's cheap Amazon. But it does charge. 485 volts, time on 4 minutes. Currently, it's just short of an amp, 0.96 of an amp, and then a total milliamp hours. So the total, 1,000 of those is 1 amp. It's milliamp. Is 1,000th of an amp. That kind of tells you what you put back into it. So if this is a, let's see, can't look through the screen here, 520, 5,200 milliamp. So this, you know, to get to a full charge, 5,200 milliamp. And just give you an idea of what the battery health is, what you're dealing with, what your power supply sources are capable of putting out, which is super handy. And like I said, it just save some frustration, save in the field, save me grabbing this cable, running to the field with my field charger, plugging into my buddy's car, and then not being able to charge something, and then not knowing if it's the car, the cable, whatever. Luckily, USB-C has become so ambiguous, and that's why I'm happy this stuff's going to it. The cables are everywhere, but I just want to know what's going on, and I'm just not bashing on a buddy just to be, but I'm just saying when you're in an unknown environment and you're just grabbing at stuff, it's nice to know that the cables that you're carrying and what you're working with will work. So that's why I've marked out my known good cables, so I could just grab and go. Anyways, y'all, you have a good one. This has been Adventure Brad, and I hope you learned something today.